In this case, dyslexic auditor was out doing what he always does, calmly recording from a public space, this time focusing on a G4S security van during a routine stop. Filming in public is perfectly lawful, but the guards clearly didn't like the attention. Instead of addressing it professionally, they escalated matters and called the police. When officers arrived, things went downhill quickly. Without taking the time to properly assess the scene, and without giving any clear legal grounds, they immediately detained the auditor. Despite him calmly asserting his rights and explaining his position, the officers pushed the situation further and placed him under arrest. It was policing by assumption, not policing by law, but this heavy-handed approach didn't stand unchallenged. Dyslexic auditor, with the support of HNK, pursued legal action to hold those responsible accountable. The outcome? He won compensation for the unlawful detention and the unnecessary ordeal he was put through. A clear reminder that misuse of authority carries consequences, and that standing firm on your rights can make all the difference.
We've had reports of something that's been going on today.
Yeah.
With you and the law enforcement agency. So at the moment you are detained.
I'm detained?
Yeah, until we figure out
Oh mate, thank you so much.
Has been provided, okay?
Yeah, you're going to put hands on me here?
No, I'm not going to cuff you.
No, you're putting hands on me.
I've got my hand on you.
Let's go to the person.
No, so you're not going to go down here. You're going to stay here for.
Am I?
Okay, yeah.
Wicked.
So you're going to stay here until we figure out what's going on. At the minute you're detained.
I'm detained.
So you're not under arrest.
Good.
Until
I know what I'm doing. This ain't my first rodeo, love.
Okay.
Can you just tell this gentleman
so you can't go over
that I'm allowed to film in public?
For me, okay?
Can you tell him I'm allowed? No, I'm not going to. You got your hands on me.
I've got my hand.
Get your hands off
me.
me.
If you continue to be aggressive, then you will be cuffed. Okay?
Go on then, cuff me. Go on.
At the minute,
I haven't done anything.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not saying.
I'm filming him in public.
Okay. I'm not saying.
I'm filming him in public, like this.
Stay here for.
My camera.
Calm down. Calm down.
The camera don't lie, love.
I'm not saying that you've done anything wrong.
Yeah, you are. You're detaining me. You're holding me in public.
The officer's conduct in this encounter is reckless from the very start. Barely on scene for a few seconds, she jumped straight to detaining the auditor, not on solid facts, not on a specific allegation, but on vague hearsay that something happened involving him earlier. That's not how reasonable suspicion works. That's not law enforcement. That's guesswork, and it gets worse. While physically restraining him, she openly admits, "I'm not saying you've done anything wrong." Think about that. By her own words, she concedes he hasn't broken the law, yet she still chooses to restrict his freedom. That's not just bad policing, it crosses into the territory of unlawful detention. The auditor, meanwhile, was engaged in entirely legal activity, filming from a public space, a right protected under UK law. Instead of assessing the facts, asking questions, or properly investigating, the officer defaulted to force. Control first, accountability later. That's not the standard the public expects, or deserves. This moment highlights exactly why knowing your rights matters. Because when officers substitute assumptions for evidence, citizens are left paying the price.
People think that I'm doing wrong, and you're holding me over something this little goon over here said.
Right, calm down, okay? You don't want to be calling people names in the street, okay?
Goon.
I heard what you said.
It's not illegal, love.
I didn't say
Get your hand off me.
No.
Yes.
You are being entertained until, calm down, until I figure out what's going on. Are you okay?
Ma, I walk around filming people. It's what I do.
Okay,
it's not weird. He can't just call you. He's called the police, and you come up to me and put your hands on me.
You are detained.
And detain me.
Yeah. Calm down.
What time did you detain me?
I know.
Can you identify yourself?
Look, I'm in full uniform.
Are you recording? Are you recording?
Look, yeah, I'm recording.
Why haven't you told me you're recording? You need to tell me at the first opportunity.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Should we get your things up so we can have a look at it?
And this is always on. It's never got on camera.
Mate.
Okay?
No, same as mine.
Calm down for me.
Despite the auditor remaining calm and attempting to explain, the officer doubles down, using unnecessary physical force while repeating the same hollow line, "I'm just trying to figure out what's going on." But let's be honest, how can that be true if she refuses to actually listen? The irony here is impossible to miss. You don't figure out a situation by forcefully detaining someone who's done nothing wrong. You figure it out by listening, asking questions, and weighing the facts. What we're really seeing is a textbook case of confirmation bias. The officer walked in already convinced the auditor was the problem, and from that moment on, every word he spoke and every move he made was twisted to fit her preconception. Instead of assessing the scene fairly, she frames lawful behavior as suspicious. Instead of dialogue, she defaults to control. That's not investigation, that's intimidation. And when policing looks like this, it's no surprise these encounters don't end with resolution on the street. They end with paperwork, complaints, and courtrooms.
No, I won't calm down. You're putting out, like, do I look like a criminal to
I
you?
know you're a lovely boy. I know
Exactly, do I look like a criminal to you?
you're not.
So why are they, you're grabbing me?
Listen,
I'm telling
I
you
haven't
what, there's a
arrested you.
funeral going on over here.
Exactly,
Right,
so calm
let's
down.
go over here.
So calm down. I've tried to come down here. Tried to.
You? Goon?
Come on, calm down.
Put me in the van, go on.
I'm not putting you in the van, I'm sitting here.
No, I'm not sitting nowhere.
If you just sit here,
I'm not taking no directives off you. I was filming in public.
That's fine.
I'm a man with a camera, not a gun.
No, we know.
Favour,
We're
sit
just trying to find out what...
No, I'm not doing you any favour.
Just sit there.
I'm not doing you any favour.
Calm down for
No.
a
Let
minute.
you go.
I am.
Making us...
Listen.
You're going to make negotiations with me when I've done nothing wrong.
I'm not trying to negotiate. We're just...
At the minute,
can't
I
sit-
can't figure out what's gone on because I'm dealing with you. Just calm
No,
down. Stay
don't
there.
push me.
Stay there.
She's pushing me.
Stay there.
She's pushing me.
My camera's on.
You're all right. You haven't done anything.
Why?
Stop
pushing me
All I
then.
want you to do
Stop. No.
is stay here.
You're controlling me. You're trying to give me directives.
Yeah.
I haven't done
So I'm
anything.
trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, listen to me.
When the auditor calmly asks if the officers are recording, the response should have been straightforward: confirmation, disclosure, and a timestamp. That's the professional standard. Instead, the officer brushes it off with, "We don't need to." That's not just dismissive, it's factually wrong. Under Pace Code G and reinforced by guidance from forces across the UK, officers are expected to make it clear, at the earliest opportunity, if body-worn video is running. This is especially critical during a detention. Why? Because transparency isn't optional, it's the foundation of accountability. When someone is being stopped, questioned, or restrained, they have the right to know what is being recorded and why. Here, the failure is twofold. Not only did the officer skip over the legal requirement to explain the grounds for detention, but she also withheld crucial information about the recording of the encounter. Layer that on top of physically restraining someone who had broken no law, and the picture becomes clear. This wasn't careful policing, it was careless policing.
Yeah, but we have to speak to both parties.
Listen to me. No.
Okay, I know, I understand. Listen, calm down. Doing that and pointing out to him
Alright, sorry.
and causing more issues is going to make something
Go down to
happen,
the
isn't it?
cube. Go down to the cube. Do
I
inquiries down there.
can't because I'm dealing with you. I can't go and
Blah,
see
blah,
you.
blah,
I
blah.
can't go and
Don't
see
put
you.
your hands on my property.
Don't point that in my face.
I'll point it wherever I
Put it in
want.
my face, okay? Listen.
Just explain what's happened.
I was filming the back of a Securico van, like a G4S,
Yeah.
like that. And he's gone up to the man and said, "Oh, he's filming you." And then he's like, "Oh, I don't give you permission to film me. I'm in public." Go and explain to him that I can film in public.
Was that any reason
you can.
for filming the van at all?
Yes, because I can. Because this is what happens when you do.
Listen.
No,
Listen,
I want to
stay
hear
here
what
for
you're
me.
saying.
No, you're not.
No.
You're not going to make the situation worse.
Why are you putting hands on me?
Because you're trying to get involved and make the situation
No,
worse.
I'm not.
All I'm trying to do...
I need to hear what
Listen,
he's saying.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I'm walking down the road, filming,
Yeah, okay.
and
Listen.
you're just a goon.
Listen.
Now jog on.
Down. Stop. There's no...
Have you detained me as well?
No, you are detained.
Have you detained me?
I'm
No,
not
I...
You detained me.
I detained you.
What station are you,
I'm
like,
from Pembroke Dock Station.
Yeah?
719.
another Pembroke Dock Station?
719. There you go. You can
Yeah.
get in full force of your camera.
I'm waiting for 720 quid off on you
Oh, why?
for illegal detainment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When the auditor calmly points out that he's already set to receive £720 in compensation from this very police force for a previous unlawful detention, the weight of the moment becomes undeniable. That single fact reframes the entire encounter. Think about it. You'd expect a department with a payout already on the books to tread carefully, to apply the law precisely, to make absolutely certain their officers don't stumble into the same mistakes again. Yet here we are, watching the exact same errors play out in real time, and that's the real takeaway. If financial penalties and legal rulings don't change behavior on the ground, then this isn't about one rogue officer or an isolated lapse in judgment. It's about a pattern of abuse. A culture where lessons aren't learned, accountability is surface level, and the cost of misconduct is just written off as another budget line. To that point, the problem isn't the individual officer anymore. The problem is the system that shields them from lasting consequences.
All I've asked you to do is stand out the way for me.
No, you pushed me, you put hands on me, everybody's seen it, it's all on camera, mate.
Because you keep on wanting to go over there, so I'm trying to prevent you.
I don't want to go nowhere near
going
that
over there, okay?
person.
As we've said, it's all on our cameras as well.
Yeah, and it's all on my camera.
I know.
Fine.
I know it's all on your camera.
I haven't done anything wrong, mate.
Listen, I haven't said you have.
So
I'm saying-
why grab my arm and make me
I'm
look like
saying
a
to
criminal
you-
in front of everybody in Tenby, like?
Listen to me.
It's a small town.
Listen to me.
I'm allowed to film. Why aren't you going over there and telling him?
Listen, my colleague's over there to speak to him.
Honestly, I swear on my kids' lives, I was like filming the G4S. He said, oh, he's filming you. And then the G4S man said, oh, you can't film me in pub, you can't film me, I don't give you permission to film me. What's his job? He's in a public, and he can't tell me not to film him in public.
Okay.
Can he?
Well, you know, I like it the same as we can't tell you to not film us.
Exactly.
When the G4S driver allegedly phoned police claiming he was being filmed, the first and most obvious question from the dispatcher should have been simple: where is the person filming? If the answer was on public land, that should have ended the matter on the spot. Filming in public is not a crime. It is not harassment. And it certainly isn't the job of the police to shield employees from being recorded while carrying out duties in plain view, but that basic filter never kicked in. Instead, the call was handled as though a crime or imminent threat was taking place. Officers arrived primed for action, and within moments the scene escalated into detainment, unnecessary force, and a complete disregard for whether any law had actually been broken. The contrast couldn't be clearer. The auditor delivers his explanation calmly, citing legal rights and staying measured throughout. Meanwhile, the G4S employee behaves as if standing in a public space somehow entitles him to absolute privacy. It doesn't. The law is unambiguous. Once you're operating in public, you can be filmed. The only people who don't seem to know that in this encounter are the ones tasked with upholding the law.
I being criminalised.
I haven't arrested you.
You've detained me.
I haven't said, yeah, but that's different to arrest.
Get off my arm.
We're not having this. We're not having this pulling too. Just stay here for me whilst we figure out what's going on. That's all I want you to do.
All I've done is filmed in public.
Okay, but because we've had a report,
of what?
We just need to
what is the report?
Everybody that's involved. At the moment, I'm not sure. My colleague's over there trying to get more information.
I'm trying to speak to you about
okay, this is what I'm trying to tell you. What was your name?
Really?
Why can't I ask you that question?
Because I don't need to give you it.
Okay, well, I'd like to know who you are.
Why?
Because I'm talking to you.
Why do you need to know who I am?
You've asked who I am because you're talking to me.
Yeah, that's your policy, isn't it?
Yeah, so
I ain't got no policies. I don't work for you.
I've just asked you.
You work for me.
Okay.
You're gone.
The officer's conduct here highlights a glaring problem: either a lack of proper training or a casual disregard for the legal limits on police powers. She detains the auditor without citing any clear grounds, then immediately demands his name. Not because of lawful suspicion, not because of statutory authority, but simply because he had the audacity to ask for hers. That isn't procedure. That's petty tit-for-tat policing, and it reeks of unprofessionalism. What makes it worse is her reasoning. When the auditor calmly points out that he has no legal duty to identify himself, she brushes it off with, "Well, I'd like to know who you are." But policing isn't about personal preference. It isn't about what an officer would like. It's about what the law permits. And in this moment, none of the lawful thresholds that would justify demanding his identity have been met. By trying to turn a lawful refusal into a problem, she exposes the mindset at play: control first, legality second. That approach doesn't just undermine public trust, it corrodes the very accountability policing is supposed to represent.
Right, so my colleague's just going to speak to you from the report that we've had, okay? Yeah. So at this moment in time...
So at this moment in time, you're under arrest and a suspicion of harassment. So you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. We do not mention when questions
you are
in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Cool.
Right, all right. Well, we'll have to take...
Arresting someone for harassment on nothing more than a vague complaint is reckless. In this case, the auditor was simply filming in public. No threats, no repeated behavior, just a camera. Instead of handling it professionally, the officer escalated. She grabbed his arm, refused to give proper grounds, and demanded his name out of ego, not law. That's not policing, that's a power trip. The arrest itself was baseless. Filming a G4S van in public isn't harassment, yet it spiraled into detention and charges. When officers lean on vague excuses, they're not protecting the law, they're protecting themselves. The result? The force had to pay £563 in compensation. A small payout, but a big message: misuse of power doesn't go unchecked. The bigger cost is public trust, wasted police time, damaged credibility, and proof that cameras still expose poor training and bad judgment. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.